How's it going, everybody? I have not been to this channel in a while. Let's see what's going on. By the way, I've got something mind-blowingly fascinating concerning the 30th. So tell me what you think. We'll get to your comments. But so I want you to look at this. Remember, Donald Trump's number is 6 times 14 times 1946. He's 163,464. You times him by the 30th. 30 times 12, 1230. That's this coming Friday. Right off the bat, you get the 88, which is Trump in simple gematria. But then times it by 2022. In other words, the full date. Check this out. You get 189, which is Donald J. Trump in Hebrew gematria, and 148, which is Donald J. Trump in simple gematria. Donald J. Trump, 1189, Hebrew gematria, 148 in simple gematria. Now, when you key in just Trump, it's 88 in simple gematria. That's where T is 20, R is 18, A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, Z is 26. That's called simple gematria. Well, let's keep looking at the number. It's got 88 twice. And when I married Candy, I was her 88. That's the date, 7/14, July 14th. The only thing left is the 98th and the crowning event, which is his death and rising on the third day when he's given a crown, 98th verse of Revelation. And that's just mind-blowing right there. Times about a 364th day of the year, and you get 1189 again. So you continue the multiplication of the date and just throw in that it's also the 364th day of the year. And 1189 still comes up with 311 for March 11th, 33, their big number. 216, which is 6 times 6 times 6, and James Bond's car tag, one of them. It's crazy. So we're looking at the 30th now, big time. And of course, he would rise on what? New Year's Day. And an IPEC goat. An IPEC goat, she gets very sad on New Year's Day. New Year's. Okay. The ball drops, the apple. And we Googled, apple symbology for New Year's Eve. And it's one of the big fruits for New Year's. But most importantly, when you get to the exact middle of IPEC goat, the very exact middle, which is 343.5. Right when you get to the exact middle, Day of the Dead pops up with a New Year's blower, or New Year's blowout, they call it. There is no blowout. We Googled it on the other channel for Day of the Dead. They don't do blowout. The only time blowouts are used, I assume people's birthdays too, but New Year's. So Day of the Dead is New Year's Eve. He's in the ground. He goes down on the 30th. Now, he would be going down on a Friday and rising on a Sunday. We will not know he's risen. We won't, the earth will not, it's a spiritual rising on the third day. Just like the Dark Knight came out on July 18th, Dark Knight Rises came out 2 days later, July 20th. They were 4 years apart. They were both on leap years, but it was on the third day that it came out. Dark Knight, July 18th, Dark Knight Rises, July 20th. So he would rise on New Year's Day, which is a symbol of renew. The New Year's resolutions, the new me, all that different kind of stuff. So it was right in front of us all along if we're now correct about this. And we've been wrong about everything. Anytime we've tried to figure out when he's going down, because he hasn't gone down yet. and I've looked at 200 different dates between now and when we started all this, maybe 2 years ago. Not 200, but probably about 70 to 80 dates we've looked at, pretty hardcore. And yeah, if not 100 over a 2-year span. I just don't think every 6 days. Yeah, I mean, it's getting down to the end of 2022. By the way, text to Trump 88022. 8 plus 8 plus 2 plus 2. 8 plus 8 plus 2 plus 2 is 20. Okay. And in the number 20 in Gematria sits a 2023 and a 420. The first 2 digits, TW, is 2023. And then there's like a 1420, the N and the T, which a 1420, get rid of the 1, there is a 420 there. So the number 20 has the year of the abomination of desolation and the date. That's just, it's fascinating, isn't it? Let's look at 20. TWENTY. We could have just done it like that, couldn't we? 2023, 420 for the abomination of desolation. Now check this out. Gets even better. 88 plus 22. Remember, Texas Trump 88022. Add them together. Guess what the 110th day of the year is? That's right, 420. 420 is the 110th day of the year. Which was the height of the Twin Towers. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, and when you Gematria, December 30th, the Antichrist is the first thing you see right there. Page 1, along with octopus and locust and a lot of other stuff. Oh, we went through it on my other channel, about 2 and 3 pages deep. Hillary Clinton, Marilyn Monroe, Here Comes the Sun, Kansas City Chiefs. We went 2 or 3. Oh, 322 pops up, which is, of course, Skull and Bones, based off of Genesis 3:22. That man can now see both good and evil, or something to that effect. So that's very interesting. And because that's the numbering system the Lord showed me since I was a teen, and I mean lower teens, if not preteen. Multiply everything out. That's not what the pagan world does. I don't do what the pagan world does. It's something the Lord showed me when I was a kid. You know, and it's evolved pretty much through 2018. I don't think anything's changed or been added to it since then. But anyway, let's go to your comments real quick. Or I'm going to move real quick. I'm not going to run through them real quick. We'll take our time with them. We've only got 2. Now, this is Gentle Wise 7, information concerning the mark of the beast, under more Twin Tower symbolism. I will tell you, the mark of the beast cannot be taken. It's a spiritual mark, just like the Lord seals his on their foreheads at the end of the Great Trib. Satan gets to seal the entire goat world with a spiritual sealing. And the forehead and the right hand stood for things back in those days. And it will be a complete overtaking of the body, which goes to Daniel 2:43. They will mingle themselves with the seed of man. But they shall not cleave to one another, just like iron does not mix with clay, the Bible verse continues to say. And the human host will die off. That's what the movie Venom showed you. Venom overtook the man's body, and the human host were dying off in the movie, except Venom did not kill his host. And perhaps Trump does not die until the very end inside that body. Who knows? But I didn't read all of this here. The first Apple computer cost $666. Yes, it did. And of course, that's because the ghost is in the machine, and it's through the technology, like a Ouija board. They will move through the prince. Satan is the prince of the power of the air. Through the towers, they are floating in the ether, and that's the iron machines, computers. Through the technology, machines, computers, whatever, they will, just like messing with a Ouija board in the Exorcist, it entered into her. These demonic spirits enter into people, and all of the goat world will be handed over to the strong delusion that they will believe a lie. They will believe that he actually died and did rise from the dead, and they will worship the image of the beast, and which I will believe will be Satan in the technology. Might be in a cube, might be some sort of robotic statue. I mean, like robot android of Trump. I don't know. Who knows? Hey, it's 9/11, y'all. But how does it relate to 666 mark of the beast? And the snakes like to hypnotize their prey. You know, so I don't know. I'm not going to go through all this, but I've got a tremendous study on Mark of the Beast, knowing for sure. And you're not at Mark of the Beast time until the Antichrist has seemingly returned from the dead. That's how you know that it's Mark of the Beast time, is when he is standing in a temple. Whoever it is, we know it's Trump, but whoever it is will be standing in the third temple. And you're like, well, the temple's a human body. Nope. God's temple is inside the body of his elect, not all humans. So, you know, just make sure that people don't hoodwink you and confuse you, because I've seen it all out there, and most of it is bad. All right, let's get to Andrew Carpenter's comment. So they tell us their plans once again out in the open. Some bloodline of psychopaths and genocidal maniacs, they want to protect Mother Earth from overpopulation by playing God. Absolutely. Chosen ones. It is humans only doing this, or are they in partnership with a spirit that was always here guiding them, aka AI? They channeled spirits, and now, of course, they're able to commune with them through the technology, and at an easier communicative level, best I can figure. And it's the spirits that are in charge through Ephesians 6:12, that your enemies are not flesh and blood, it's principalities. It's spiritual wickedness in high places. It is the spirit world that is 100% in charge. The AI then, therefore, is 100% in charge. And the people at the top who are in power have handed over all dominion to the fallen angels, what they call their ascended masters. And that's what runs the earth. And then the humans are given instructions down through the pyramid, who gives instructions to the lower, who gives instructions, and they all follow orders. They are told to trust the process, as Nick Saban says. That's what Nick Saban, when they say, well, Saban was talking to the press, but he's really talking to his players through the press. Well, what's actually taking place is Saban is Mystery Babylon speaking to the lower levels of Mystery Babylon, saying, trust the process, do your job. In other words, if some Mystery Babylonian comes across some schmuck like me, and they go, well, this guy said this, you know, because they are all on a need-to-know basis, and most will be left out in the cold. And if a Mr. Babylonian heard that, I don't share this on my Facebook or any of that kind of stuff, but, you know, let's just say there's a Mystery Babylonian trolling the channel, which I would suspect there would be. that you know, they might question, like, what if this guy's right? Because he sure does teach the Bible in a way that's never been taught. You got that right. God does not love everybody. There is no such thing as free will, and the Bible is clear about that. And the Bible is very real. But anyway, guiding them, aka AI, Evergreen, Ocean Gods, Trident. Appreciate your oracle insights with the Bible and reconciling to current events, gematria, mathematics, etc. Yeah, I love you, Andrew. Appreciate it. And thank you, Gentle Wise. What we can do is say, see next video titled December 30th. The very end, the Bible says Satan wants to be like God. If God has beast full of eyes around his throne, then Satan would also want beast full of eyes around his throne. His beast will be people who take or have taken the mark of the beast, which would basically put eyes on them. Well, I mean, I don't really follow, but I respect your opinion, I'll tell you that. And I'm glad you're here, Gentle Wise 7. Let's promote their channel, see what's going on. No videos. All right, very good. And I can communicate with them. And put that at on there. Okay. All right, anyway, love y'all very much.